now.
Oh.
Make sure everything is
Oh, you gotta give consent. That's respectful.
A1 square business. They let you know when it's recording.
Yeah, they say continue a meeting or not. I'm like, okay, that's
And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get up there. I liked it.
yeah, I like that.
No, hey, I'm recording you right now.
No Kanye shit. Yeah.
Right now. So let's get this money. Straight up.
Man, shout out to them young niggas on the east side getting they paper. Young nigga, about my funds, nigga, I'ma go get a fuck, nigga. I can't run with you, split no crumbs with you, what, nigga? What you dumb, nigga? I can't fuck with you, young nigga, about my funds, nigga, I'ma go get her. I'ma get this money while I can. You won't catch me holding out my hand. I'ma get this money while I can. Being broke something I'll never understand.
So, welcome to another episode of Southern Perspective, the podcast. I am your country cousin Fabo. Today, I got my partner, my homie, Mo City the Don in this thing, Cynara, straight out the H. Today on Southern Perspective, we're gonna be talking about the COVID-19 pandemic. I had a previous episode where I talked about the pandemic as well, but I got it from a perspective of someone that was actually in San Diego as well. This time I want to get it from somebody that's across the world in the South, not in San Diego. My nigga is in Houston. So the first topic we're gonna go over today is how the pandemic is taking effect over there in their everyday lives. Then we're gonna go into how we think this thing is gonna end and what we think is gonna come from it, when we think it's gonna be over, when and how it's gonna end. So yeah, Cynara, well,
Hey. Hi.
go
It's
ahead,
good to see you.
go ahead and plug yourself. It's good to see you too. Go ahead,
Okay.
tell people a little bit about yourself. Plug yourself in. Tell them what.
Okay. I can do that. Oh, and cheers. Yes, I see you. Well, I'm Cynara. I'm from Houston, Mo City, Texas to be exact, but Houston all day. What I do for a living, I'm actually a certified medical coder, which basically means I get the money for the doctors. So as you can imagine, COVID is very much affecting my everyday life. So that'll be some good chit chat.
Right.
But aside from doing what pays the bills, my thing is also a podcast. And you see my shirt, Sweeter Than Pinot, Deeper Than Poetry, Brown Sugar Babe, at Brown Sugar Babe Pod on Instagram. Available on all platforms, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud. I think that's it. It's basically everything, everywhere. So if you want to get a good word from three women out of Mo City, Texas, Candid Conversations, tune in every Friday now since we virtual distance.
Straight
So
up.
yeah, we gotta do it on Friday. But that's it. That's it.
Straight up. Shout out to Brown Sugar Babes, man. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, I did a little episode of Brown Sugar Babes one time. I'm glad you can come.
absolutely. That's what we were just talking about. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get the rest of y'all up here too. We're gonna all do an episode one day. We're gonna all do a conference call one day.
I was gonna say that would be lit.
Yeah, we can make that happen real soon. So we're gonna go into the first topic, which is how has the recent COVID-19 pandemic affected your life or your lives over there? I know San Diego was really upside down for a long time.
Yeah.
One of the craziest things I saw that I mentioned on the last episode was people was just buying up tissue everywhere, which was really weird. But I'm going to work. Raven is an essential worker, but she can work from home, so she has that luxury. But how is it affecting y'all over there?
Well, I mean, out here it's pretty much the same, which was weird to me. I'm like the whole tissue paper and sanitary products. I'm like, why are y'all going to buy those specific items? I'm like, what did they say was gonna happen if you didn't have them? I'm confused. The water, I'm like, they didn't say nothing was wrong with the water.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know why. I'm confused. Everyone's panicking for no reason because it's like we still don't know what it's like when you have it. Slim Thug caught it.
Right.
He caught it and he wore the gloves and the mask. I'm just like, okay.
Well,
Someone caught it in HEB that works at the local grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, so what how do you get away from it? Where do you stay? Like the kids are out of school, I have 2 kids. They're in 2 different grades. We're operating off of one laptop to do their education while I'm working
Right.
because my husband is an essential worker.
Right.
So
So
I'm like,
every day while you at home with the kids trying to get school done, trying to get work done, trying to cook, I feel it. I feel it.
it's wild. And then on top of that, I'm in school, so all we're doing, and it's for health education, healthcare administration. So all we're talking about is the virus
Right.
and how it's affecting people.
This is like this is like a learning moment for y'all. They
It's
try,
huge.
they try to plug this one in as much as they can.
I'm like, it's huge. They got it everywhere. We writing papers on it. I'm like, we don't even have enough information.
Right. It's a lot of misinformation going on out there too. Are y'all under like any type of like lockdown besides like the stay at home order? Do y'all have curfews and stuff like that?
In my county, we do not, but there are some in Texas that they do have the kind. They want you in the house at 10.
Oh,
They
okay.
want you in the house at 12. It's like around us, but I live in Harris County. That's kind of like the biggest county in Houston. They just have the stay at home work order, but surrounding counties are like 10, shut it down. Everything closed at 6, done.
Yeah, I read the other day that the governor of Texas was talking about opening businesses back up.
We heard that too, and we're like, I
Yeah,
don't know what businesses you're talking about because we're not going nowhere.
I think I read it on CNN yesterday that he was talking about opening businesses up because it would be essential for getting people back into the flow of things and getting money circulating back into the communities and stuff. And I'm like, if you don't think it's 100% safe yet, then what y'all opening stuff back up for? Like, but I also think this is the thing. So he could be ahead of the curve. You feel me?
It's really hard to say because it's at this moment, it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't, because we never dealt with something like this before. So any move can go the wrong way.
Right.
But I know what I did see also, I'm not sure if it was on CNN or if it was like on just a local news station. They were saying after this is all over, they were going to give the essential workers like some type of stipend for hazard pay
Mm-hmm.
of like a lump sum. And I'm just like, well, if they do that, I mean, we don't come up.
Right.
But the whole just opening up the government again just so we can go out there and see what if it's not gone.
Right.
And everybody got it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I honestly think it's like a seasonal thing though. So I think it's gonna come and go like the flu does. So
Yep. Yeah.
have a specific season for the flu or flu season. I think it's gonna be like that. So eventually, or sooner than later, you may have something that's called COVID season instead of flu season because it's a more aggressive strand than the flu is. So now instead of warning people like, "Hey, don't get the flu," they're gonna be warning motherfuckers like, "Hey, COVID season coming up. Make sure you get your COVID vaccination."
Can you imagine?
That's how it's gonna be.
I'm just like, oh my God, something else to have to. I guess it's my mind is kind of juggling conspiracy theories and science and beliefs. Like I'm like, right now, I'm just trying to find my center because
Yeah.
I'm like, it might be, they're talking about racial genocide. They're talking about. I'm like, okay.
It's a whole lot of conspiracy theories going on around.
Then they trying to clean the air. Then they talking about because 5G and stuff like that.
The 5G is really what took me out. I don't understand what people be talking about when they come up with this 5G conspiracy. It's a virus, bro. Like what do people want? But I mean, you kind of can't fight the conspiracy theories because no matter what happens, there's always gonna be those few people that feel like they know the true meaning or the true like population control was probably the second craziest thing to me.
Mm-hmm.
First, it was 5G. That was my number one conspiracy theory. 2 was the population control.
Okay.
That was just so far-fetched to me. I'm like, bro, they released a virus into the world that's killing all different kinds of people. Yeah. Old people is killing infants, but it's also killing black people, it's killing white people, it's killing Asians. It's like these people, how are they controlling the population like that?
Exactly.
Yeah, it'll wipe a few people out, but I mean, the flu kills people every year.
Yes.
They pump drugs into
Being statistics, like
those kill people. If that's the case, then that's a form of population control too. So the population control is kind of for me.
yeah, same. Because I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to disrespect people's beliefs, like what they believe in, stuff like that. But my opinion, I just like, no, it's not. No.
Yeah, I can call it what y'all want, bro, but I ain't. I'ma just go for what it is in face value. I'ma just call my grandma, make sure my grandma don't get it. Man, my grandma had it too. You know that?
For real?
Yeah, she had it, man. But she got over it.
Okay.
70-plus-year-old lady had the coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
Her and a couple other people in her household had the coronavirus, tested for it, tested positive, and she got over it. Now, she a stubborn old lady. She is the sweetest lady ever, but she is stuck in her ways. She still go to church every Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't want to wear a mask out. And when I asked her why she was still going to church, her response was, "Well, we practicing social distancing." And I'm just like, you shouldn't even be leaving the house. It's a and it's attacking people like you. She got asthma. She got respiratory issues.
Oh no!
She's just out here, bro. It's in God's hands.
I was just about to say that. I know she said if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. I know she said that.
And I mean, I can't be mad at her. All I can do is advise her and push her in the right direction to, be safe out here. Be healthy. You feel me? If we can keep you as long as possible, we're going to try to keep you as long as possible. But we ain't going to just let you be reckless out here. That's my thing. You ain't going to be reckless around me.
It's just, I just wonder how long we're going to be doing this.
How long do you think it's going to last? How long you think it's going to go?
I'm hoping, I'm being optimistic and realistic at the same time. I'm going to say May.
May? That's my prediction. I'm thinking like mid-May.
Yes, I was just about to say that. Yeah, like mid-May, latest end of May. I don't think we're going to see that through the summer.
We right here with that one. End of May or mid-May.
Yeah.
It start to like fade away. People gonna start trickling out over the summertime, and it's gonna get hot. People gonna start. Vegas gonna open back up. It's gonna pop. I'm telling you.
They're gonna start taking. They're gonna start like, let's start allowing a couple more people in the building at a time. All right, we good. We've been going on a week. Ain't nobody sick. Ain't nobody dead. All right, let them back in.
We is opening up the whole world again. It's open again. That's all I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on the second they tell me outside open again.
Yeah, it's a wrap. I'm out there.
The butterfly, I like to be outside.
Yes.
I like to be.
I'm like, dang, I gotta at least go on a walk or something, or sit on my porch or something, on my balcony rather.
Right.
And just feel the breeze.
Then, did you hear the conspiracy theory that, like, just being outside was like exposing you to the coronavirus? Like, I understand, like, so they were looking at it as if it was like a airborne, like,
one of those experiments type thing.
Like, yeah, like the shit was like in the air, and like if you go outside, you're gonna breathe it in. and that's what it was like. Everywhere you go, you need to wear a mask. And I'm like, no, that's not how that works, bro.
Yeah, because you still breathe in the air.
Right,
wow, people really out here.
Do your research.
People really out here.
Oh,
just because you in the mask, you not in the air. That is wild.
I don't know. We gonna see how long this lasts though. If it lasts,
you got plans.
If it lasts into the summer though, let me ask you this: do you think that people will continue to abide by the social once the summer hit?
They got about one more extension out of the people. Everybody gonna be like, you know what? Fuck it.
Over, they ready to pop right there.
Cause then y'all gonna get us. So you saying you gonna get them stimulus check, and you gotta stay inside? No.
They spend it nowhere. Everybody sitting on the stimulus check. Finna go buy him a little box Chevy or something. Can't even drive.
Can't go nowhere with it. I had to check myself because y'all know I like to shop. I bought something. I was like, where I'm wearing this to?
Right. Where am I?
I just closed the app.
Me and Raven been buying a whole bunch of stay-at-home items. We've been buying like card games.
See, okay.
We've been buying all types of stuff like that. Stuff that's gonna keep us occupied while we in the crib.
Yeah.
This might be the time to start buying your summer clothes though.
But I'm like, no, I'm trying to save my money because while we not doing that, I'm trying to make smarter moves.
You right.
I'm trying to get my spirit together, get my mind right, so when it is time to go move back into the regular schedule, I didn't waste this whole quarantine.
I feel you.
I'm at least trying to make a couple of new better habits. Trying to start them.
Yeah.
If I could do that, I won't feel bad about buying clothes. But
so while you've been inside quarantine, has there been anything that you can like point out that you've learned like either about yourself or about like some hobbies or some talents that you pursue or something like that? The quarantine is like a time of self-reflection.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
A lot of time to think internally on like what you want to do next, how you want to move around once the quarantine is over, and do you think you can take those little messages that you keep sending yourself while you quarantine and turn them into something once this over with?
Now, I would like that, making better kind of like choices instead of waking up, getting on my phone. Let's wake up and stretch first.
Right.
Or instead of like sitting in here being on my phone, let me show my kids how to make this. Okay. I think I'm making new routines for them so they can learn stuff. I was seeing this stuff on the internet, like take this time to really spend with your kids. But I mean, I love my kids. We always together, so that's not the issue. Okay. But they like to cook and they like to be in my face all the time. So I'm like, we might as well be doing something that's going to build you up. So they learn how to fold clothes. They're unloading the dishwasher.
How to finish. All that.
I'm like, yeah, we doing all that. But other than that, they like to paint now, thanks to y'all.
Straight up.
So we're doing art all the time. They're always painting something. So I'm just like, let's do that, and then it's the self work, like trying to make sure I'm good mentally, because I'm doing a lot of things, and I realize that I'm doing a lot of things because I'm running for myself.
Yeah.
Now that ball that get bigger and it's chasing you, that was like the one that was behind me. So I'm slowing down, trying to remove stuff, compartmentalize, and because I'm getting a lot of rest. That's what the quarantine is doing for me. It's giving me.
This is as good a time as any to actually take time out to put self-care into your schedule, especially not physically going to work. I understand people are working from home, but the fact that you're not physically going into work allows you a lot more time to reflect on yourself and do like you were saying, get up and start stretching in the morning like you probably wouldn't normally do, or do a little yoga or something, do a little meditation when you get up in the morning, even before you clock in. Like I'm supposed to clock in at 7:30, but I can log into the computer and I'm clocked in once I log into the computer. Now let me go do this 30 minutes of meditation or do this arts and craft with the girls real quick and then come back and knock something out. But this is a good time to really reflect on yourself and really get yourself into a good self-care routine. So that's cool.
I know it is lit because it's like the world is paused. You have nothing to do but focus on what's inside your space.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if you focus on this when the world back on play again,
right?
We should see power moves coming out of here. Like this is our time.
You focused on the wrong things if you ain't trying.
If you ain't came up with a lick after this quarantine, I don't know. You might want to try again.
Everybody should be done hit a lick, bro. They sending out stimulus checks.
Yep. And I'm not even saying a lick like money, because it's not always about the money for me. For me, it's about my sanity.
Right.
So if you ain't gained a better self-care routine by the end of this quarantine, a better mental space, you ain't wrote at least one journal entry, tried it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you should be elevated on one, whether you invested in stocks or whether you invested in a new routine. You should be built up after they let us back out again.
This baby is gonna have coronavirus.
Oh no.
This baby is outside. Oh my God. Taking the trash out with no shoes on and he's in the trash bins.
No. That's corona and hepatitis.
This is
Okay.
sanitize, people. Sanitize. Please sanitize.
Wash your hands. Stay inside.
This little baby is barefoot and just walked all the way into the trash bins. All right.
I'm like,
Yeah.
That's Southern in me, like, why you outside with no shoes on, no socks on, like.
I need a little hand sanitizer for you. Don't do me like this.
Ain't no way.
Lord, I don't need none of them problems. Which one of y'all stay?
Because I'm like, yeah, where y'all stay? Because I don't need y'all cross my path at all. They probably same people sneeze with their mouth up.
Don't even go by my car.
I don't need no trace.
Straight up. So, okay, so how do you think after the whole, whether it ends in the summer or come August, September, do you think people will, so for the people that do find like new self-care routines and new habits and new hobbies, do you think that they will continue with those new habits and new hobbies? Do you think that people will jump right back outside after the whole COVID thing is supposedly over? Or do you think people are going to be a little more hesitant to move around or do anything?
Ooh, I mean, realistically, it's going to be a vast majority of us that just go back to the shits.
Like nothing.
But I am optimistic, and I feel like I know, and I'm feeling in my heart that a lot of people are going to take this time seriously, and we're going to do better. Yeah. But of course, it's more like a 60-40 type thing. I feel like the most of us going to do the right thing, but I mean, of course, to balance the scale of supply and demand, all that, the balance of the universe. Mm-hmm. A lot of us going to do the wrong thing. They're going to take the stimulus, buy drugs, buy cars you can't afford.
Somebody got to fuck it up.
They're going to have to do. They're going to do a scam. Something going to happen because something always happens. But
the little post, I've seen a few people that got their little stimulus checks, and I've been seeing posts left and right like, "Hey, let me turn your 500 into 5,000." And I'm like, "Hey, bro,
keep that
kind of scheme and scam, bro. They gonna take you to jail."
You going to jail today?
Going to jail now.
For sure, because I'm not. I just want to do the right thing.
But you know who ain't missed a beat since this whole pandemic been going on?
Oh.
Amazon.
I mean, listen.
I've seen more Amazon trucks than anything else.
I'm telling you, more than the USPS.
What?
Because I'm like, damn, these people ordering Amazon.
I see an Amazon truck at least 5 times a day. If I'm just sitting on my porch, just on my little balcony, it's at least 5 different trucks, and every truck has at least 3 to 4 packages.
Wow.
And they just be, and they practicing the whole little social distancing thing too. So you know how they usually would just drop your package off at the door and then just leave. Mm-hmm. So now what they do is they drop it off at the door and they knock and they stay there and they wait until somebody comes pick it up. And so they know that somebody came to the door and pick it up, but they stand so far away from your door to make sure, because they don't want nobody else to come pick your package up and it possibly be contaminated. Yeah.
I just feel like ordering things is making it a little worse.
You heighten the chances of possible contamination. But
yeah, because I mean, think how many hands your package got to go through to get to you.
What are you supposed to do though? People still need essential items. Some of those essential items you get on Amazon. Some people just don't shop like out in town. Some people only shop on Amazon. Some people have gotten so accustomed to shopping for like groceries and stuff on Amazon that they don't want to do nothing else. And people are awkward like that nowadays.
It is because we are so tech savvy. It's like we're technology dependent as hell.
Most definitely. The first person I ever heard that told me that they shopped for groceries through Amazon, I was like, why would you do that? She told me that she has 3 kids, I think, 4 kids. One is a toddler, or one is an infant. And she was like, she don't be having time because her husband is like her boyfriend is a correctional officer. And he works like crazy hours, 12 on, 12 off type situation, like 4 days a week. And then he'll be off for like 3 days. And, it's a crazy rotation type schedule. So she will order her groceries on Amazon Prime and have them just deliver them to the crib. And at the same time, I was like, okay, I understand it.
Yeah, it's convenient. It's convenient.
But you can pack the kids up. I know you don't want to pack
the grocery store is a distraction. I do have to add.
You do also have kids that are of age that you can get to help. She chose not to. I gave her that option. I was like, you have a kid that's 15, you have a kid that's 13, then you have another kid, and then you have an infant. You can get the 13 and the 15-year-old to help with the kids while you doing your thing. She was like, oh no, I just don't trust the kids with the infant. And I'm like, that's your fault. But yeah.
Take the infant and
But yeah, COVID-19 has really boosted up these sales for these delivery services.
I just think that, I mean, like you said, that heightens your risk. Mm-hmm. But I don't think it's, as long as everything is still open, as long as you can go somewhere, people are going to go there. So until you buckle down and be like, everything is closed, do not come out of your house for 2 weeks, period.
So this is my opinion on that. So yes, you can do that. You can shut everything down and tell people they can't do it for like 2-3 weeks. Me and Raven talked about this recently. It will have to be a gradual change for one, and then for two, what I've seen recently is that just the shutdown of the restaurants that they've done, you can only do like curbside pickup, you can only do like delivery, and I understand delivery is a little more difficult because so many other hands touch the package on the way to your house. So me and Raven did a pickup the other day to a restaurant, and I think it was like 3 people in the line. So in that sense, I can understand how you kind of slow down the business and you kind of minimize it a little bit because you don't have as many people just gathering in that one place. So the thing is, they're not trying to kill COVID or they're not trying to stop COVID altogether. They just want to lessen the people that are getting it. You feel me?
Yeah.
So in order to lessen the people that are getting it, you shut certain stuff down to keep people from congregating.
Oh.
As long as people can't congregate, because it was like in San Diego, they shut down all of the restaurants and stuff like that, but parks and beaches were still open. So you better believe that weekend couldn't nobody go to no restaurants, but a bunch of people was at the beach. A bunch of people was at the parks.
Mm-hmm.
The next day, they shut all of that down.
They have to.
Y'all not listening to Curb. And then after that, it was like the only people that were going to the beach were the surfers. Because they was like, I'm not finna miss out on this, this good beach time. They're surfers, they've been doing this their whole life. They go away.
Taking risk. Hey, do what you do.
Right. So you got police officers at the beach telling these people like, hey, turn around. And they were finding these people when they came off the beach because it was closed. And technically they were trespassing. It was a government that closed the beaches and the park. So if you in there and they catch you in there, you technically trespassing because we told you that you can't be here right now. It's closed to the public.
I hope it was worth it.
You can go out here and surf. We're going to tell you to turn around, but when you come back, just be waiting on this good old ticket.
Yep.
And
put it right here.
You can't be mad at people like that, but I mean, you can if you want to. I can't tell you not to be mad at them, but I would. at them because that's their way of life, bro. If
I
y'all
was about to say that we're creatures of habits. The same way we can't sit down is the same way, what you want us to do.
right, if you want to risk going out there and getting the COVID, then risk go out there and getting the COVID. All I can do, like I said before, is advise my people, my grandmother, don't go outside. It's people out here that don't really care. So I would rather you not go nowhere because they gonna continue to go places. They gonna continue to have kickbacks. I seen somebody have a birthday party this weekend.
Me too. Listen, a whole party with beer pong, with like lap dances, short shorts, like body fluids everywhere. I'm like, oh, okay.
in close contact.
I mean, lap dance, legs open. I was like, y'all don't care. Y'all the ones they talking about. Y'all the ones that's making us look bad, like we can't follow directions.
Right. So, have you seen recently that they were saying that African American people were dying at a higher rate from the COVID-19 than anybody else?
Yeah, I saw that. And then what was funny about that was that at the beginning they were saying black people couldn't get it.
And that was another one of those like theories that were floating out there, one of those little conspiracy theories that was floating out there. Because around the time people said that, Donovan Mitchell, the NBA player, he got it. And I was like, okay, kills that. And then right after that, Idris Elba got it. And I was like, all right, so
there you go.
People can most definitely get it now.
Absolutely. Once I seen Idris, I was like, well, now his wife got it.
Right. So it was at first when I first read it, it was kind of crazy to me. But then once I started thinking about it a little bit more, I was like, it makes a little bit of sense. Because for one, black people don't get the best healthcare. Just general. We can have the same health insurance as the next person, the next white person. We just don't get the same healthcare that they get. You feel me? Second, we have just within a cultural standpoint, we have a significantly higher rate of health issues. Put it like
unfortunate.
So respiratory issues, obesity, stuff like that, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, stuff like that. Anything that with your respiratory system and make it hard for you to breathe or get around. That's what the COVID is attacking your respiratory system. So now if you are an obese person, you at risk because you already probably not breathing that well. You feel me? You got asthma, you got regular risk of having pneumonia. You feel?
Yeah. Ooh.
So it's just, as far as black people, and I think that's where people get the whole population control thing from, because they like, oh, they know black people got these issues. They know this is a struggle in the black community. So now they put out the COVID that's gonna,
gonna wipe out the whole race.
And now everybody that's black is gonna be. But at first, it was black people can't get it. So that's why
People take it and run for the hills.
People will take something to run with it. But it's crazy to me. But it's not. It's crazy, but it's not. What's the word I'm looking for? Unexpected.
I was just about to say that. Yeah,
it's not unexpected. Black people just gotta take care of themselves out here.
No, because a lot of these health issues that we're dealing with, they can be controlled by being a more active lifestyle and making better health choices. That's it.
Most definitely.
You ain't gotta smother everything. You ain't gotta deep fry everything.
Right. Bake some of that chicken.
Color to your plate. Exactly. Saute a couple pieces of that fish.
Put you some of that asparagus in that pan. Salt, everything.
Get your fiber, some beans.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, and in like about 60 days, like you will notice your health is getting a lot better, which will reduce the risk of something like this, because this is scary.
Right.
Especially when they're saying like your grandparents, and we all know our grandparents don't make the best health decisions. Like I have to take physically take the salt from my grandma. Like I have to take it from her at dinner.
Yeah, my grandma on the chip.
She has high blood pressure. I'm like, stop with the salt.
My grandma has severe asthma.
Oh,
She take breathing treatments and all of it. She still want to be out here in the world.
out here in the
world. Hey, I can't argue with her, bro.
That's what I'm like. At the end of the day, we adults. We make our own decisions.
I can advise her. I can advise you. I don't think this is a healthy choice for you.
Right.
If I say that and you be like, well, I'm gonna do it anyway.
All right. I love you in spite.
More power to you. That's what I'm headed for. More power to you.
Yeah. Dang, yo. I just hope we can get out again because, like, we literally had trips planned.
Most definitely.
We was just talking about y'all about getting our passport. I'm like, okay, cool.
Get that.
Our passport good to go. Oh yeah, we still going through that project, but I'm like, now we really it's easier for us to do it because our money not going nowhere else. We ain't going nowhere.
So if this is over, I'm gonna predict this right now. If this is over by the time I say it is, which is mid-May, late May, maybe early June.
Okay.
We're going in December. We're going to Jamaica in December.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
If it's not, it's gonna crush our whole little plan.
Damn.
But I'm most definitely.
No way. Listen, there's no way that this quarantine thing that we're doing is gonna last past the summer.
You don't think so?
Ain't no like, if it do,
niggas is gonna riot if that bitch is gone.
That's what I'm like, they not gonna let it be go.
Riot for real. Niggas
I'm scared already. Like all the movies that we done seen, it's gonna be that.
Niggas is gonna riot for real. They don't be in the house.
This shit.
Wants to be in the house this summer. It's already hot. The hot girl summer last summer. That's what happened. Hot
That's they said.
Off the COVID. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They said the hot girl stomach gave the world a STD. Ain't no way.
Gave Earth a motherfucking STD. It was hot girl summer. I'm blaming it on y'all.
On y'all. Mm.
The Earth said they can't handle it.
It was a little lit summer though, I'm not gonna lie. But damn, I would have never thought like, and it's April.
It's April already, yeah. The year already.
I'm like, hold up.
It's been super fucked up. But it just, keep.
We needed it. We really needed this quarantine because we even had a couple of hits.
We did. We needed to sit our asses down because everybody was wilding out. Everybody was having a hot girl summer. The summer was lit. Wintertime, everybody was booed up. Everybody was just doing a lot.
Oh, my prediction is like, how many babies you think gonna be created from this?
A lot.
Because they were just, if you think about it, now here's me being a conspiracy theorist. They were saying how the birth rate is dropping to record lows.
The birth rate?
Yeah.
So you think
people are not having babies anymore?
So you think that
I'm like
the COVID-19 is gonna have people out here?
I think it's gonna be a boomer.
Yeah, it could be.
Not like the baby boomer, but I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be some pregnancies up out of here.
Yeah. I mean,
gotta be.
November, December, it's gonna be a whole lot of.
I was gonna say that we're gonna find out in November,
December. It's
going to 38 baby showers.
Sagittarius, Capricorns coming out this thing. I'm telling you.
Imagine.
It is going to be a wrap.
On second thought, we need to promote we need to promote birth control at all costs. I don't know if you dealt with a Sagittarius before. Mm-mm.
At all costs. Wrap it up, people. Be safe out here. For real. Nah, for real. Hey, y'all really just be out here having unprotected sex. Don't do it.
Have unprotected sex but want to wear gloves and masks.
For real. Niggas be trying to sanitize. Niggas be using 100 gallons of goddamn hand sanitizer in a day, but
Go raw on the bus down.
Done had 3 different females raw. Your
Make
niggas
it
nasty.
make sense.
Your niggas is
Like y'all wearing y'all gloves and eating y'all food. Make it make sense.
ain't your balls today. Your niggas is nasty.
Ain't no fucking way.
Just so you know.
Free us.
Just so you know. We on lockdown. Well, I gotta go to work tonight.
For real. And you still, because you're essential.
Most definitely. I got to drive to work. I have to go in. But the good thing is, when I get done with my work, they let us practice. I guess that's the good thing. They let us practice social distancing. So they keep us, if you're going to be in the work center, then they don't make you, but they recommend that you stay apart from each other or spread out throughout the work center, or they allow you to go outside or go to your car and chill for a little minute. But you got to like check in while you in your car because they don't want people to just be in a vehicle and just leave. And you feel me? You got to check in periodically to make sure that you still on the clock. You feel me?
We know you here, but
right. So yeah, my job is trying to find a way to I guess battle the COVID issue.
yeah.
They take our temperature when we come in, but I think if you get it, you get it, bro.
I'm just like, at this point, it's gone. That's why I say 14 days. Like, I seen a tweet like a while ago, maybe last month, a girl, she said she had it, and it was about 14 days, and she gave you every day, day by day, what she was doing, how she was feeling. And I'm like, okay, so let that bitch run its course and let us back out. I passed by. They have a testing center by where we live, and I've never seen it before. I think they just put it up there. Yeah. I'm like, oh, it's getting really real.
Right. This shit is getting real, man.
I'm like, how many people have it that they're not saying it, have it, and they're saying they're...
It's a lot of people that have it that they don't even know have it because people ain't going, you can't get tested. You can't get tested.
I'm just like...
These people are still living their regular lives. These people are still moving around in their everyday lives. Mm-hmm. And they can't even get tested for COVID, but they positive for it, and they passing this shit to other people.
Everywhere, because they still got to do
they just trying to slow it, you feel? Because if I kill it, you would test everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't shit but a little swab. You can't make enough little swabs to get everybody. Little Q-tip swab.
I mean, you can bring your own Q-tip.
Yeah, I can't get enough Q-tip swabs.
That's kind of like, if they really wanted it, because, you know, America got its way of getting things done. That's all I'm going to say.
When you want it to be done, it'll be done. I tell you this.
They just wanted to slow it down because they was like, all right, y'all getting out of hand, all these deaths.
But they report the deaths more than they report the recovery rates as well.
Yeah, I don't like that though.
And the actual cases that's going on. So they report that we have cases of the coronavirus, and they'd be like, oh yeah, it's 400,000 confirmed cases of the coronavirus. But out of those 400,000, about 200 to maybe 300,000 of those people, 350,000 of those people have already recovered from it, and the other 50,000 people have either passed away or they're still
struggling. Yeah.
So they're giving you these ridiculously high numbers of people that either have it or have had it, and they don't give you context. They don't tell you that the people that we're reporting on or the 400,000 people that have the 400,000 confirmed cases that we have are that were either cured or recovered, and so on and so forth. They this blanket number, and you look at this number like, oh my God, it's steadily rising, but it's not even like that.
Because the world operates on fear, so they give you this big scary number, and they're hoping that you're gonna sit around and not. I don't know. I'm just like, you have to really, some people just take, like we said, take information and run. If you just sit and process and take the information for what it is and apply it where necessary,
so people don't
avoid a lot of chaos.
People take a blanket statement or a blanketed kind of like situation and they just run with it. I think that's where the majority of conspiracy theories come from. Because
Yep.
one thing, and they be like, "Oh, since I heard this is what it has to be." You feel me? People be walking around like Umar Johnson out there, be.
Oh,
No, he crazy as hell.
I'm just like, but what if he not though?
What if he not though?
That's why I'm like, but what if he not? And the crazy thing about that is I follow him just in case. I'd rather not be ignorant to the information. I hear everything and just put it where it belongs.
Yeah, just in case he is right. Let me listen to him a little bit. I feel it.
I'm like, let me just see, because I like to hear people with different views.
Right.
I love being in a conversation with people that don't think the same way I do, because I like to see, okay, well, what make you think like that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, we can agree to disagree because we're grown. It's fine. We don't have to force our beliefs on each other, but just because I don't agree with what you're doing doesn't mean I don't want to hear it.
Right.
I absolutely would love to hear your story. Like, why do you think it's like that? Because it might change my mind.
Right. Or it might give me another perspective on what it is I already think. Even if I don't go over to your viewpoint of it, you be a better understanding of what it is that I already know or that I already think. I think the fact that some people don't even try to acknowledge the fact that the information that I have to offer could possibly be good for you is just ridiculous when it comes to the conspiracy theories.
Oh yeah.
But you have those people that are just so stuck in those conspiracy theories. Like that, it's like, okay, well, can you think about it from my standpoint? Because I think my standpoint is a little bit more logical. And then they're like, no, it got to be my way.
Exactly. Okay. At that point, it's like, you know what? All right.
I don't like talking to people like that.
Nah. I'm like, you don't even want to try to see?
Right.
Close auto. Oh, okay.
You got to at least try to see it from my standpoint.
At least hear it, shit.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I think that's all we got for today, bro.
Good.
Yeah.
It's been real. It's been good.
Straight up. I appreciate you coming through, man.
Yes, thank you for having me. This is cool. Next time it'll be live.
Go ahead and plug yourself one more time, man. Put your social media out there. Let them know where they follow you. Let them know where to follow Brown Sugar Babes. From all.
Okay, so it's Brown Sugar Babe Pod on Instagram and also Twitter. Trying to get active on that. We're on Facebook too. If you want that, just go to our Instagram. It'll link you straight through. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play, YouTube, everywhere. Brown Sugar Babe, please get you a sprinkle. Thank you so much for having me. It's been real.
Straight up. I appreciate you for coming in and doing this with me one time. I had a good time, bro. This was a real good conversation. Y'all make sure y'all go and subscribe to Southern Perspective on YouTube.
Yes, subscribe.
On all social media platforms except for Snapchat. Don't follow me on Snapchat. None of y'all follow me on Snapchat at all. But your country cousin spelled Kuzin. Follow Southern Perspective on YouTube at Southern Perspective. Way it's spelled right here, Southern Perspective. Instagram Southern _ Perspective 1. Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
It's been real.
Straight up. I appreciate it, fam. I'm a holler.